So this is very interesting because in that first video, we're already seeing these kind of like medium-sized countries that really needed to like eat up other countries to gain some power and to become, noticed in this campaign. They're already beginning to do that. And specifically, that's Indonesia and Mexico. They're already beginning their conquest and they're gaining a lot of power. I mean, Mexico's doing a great job moving into Central America. They've already gone after Honduras, I think, one time. They picked up a few provinces. They picked up the province of Honduras, and they're going after Panama. And Panama had also kind of begun to do a little bit of expansion themselves, but that seems to be pushed back pretty far because Mexico's got 36,000 men moving in towards their capital, and this is a really, really smart move by Mexico. Very excited for that, as well as, like I said in the intro, Indonesia. Indonesia picked up oh my goodness, what the heck happened? Okay, I was wrong. I have no idea what the heck just happened, but Malaysia just took over all this territory. How was that possible? Did they just push back? Well, never mind. Let's change that to Malaysia. Malaysia's doing a great job. I have no idea how that happened, but some crazy thing just happened, and I had no idea. This is what I'm saying, guys. A lot of crazy stuff is going to happen. I am hoping that a lot of you guys will let me know in the comment section because if you guys didn't know, I read all the comments. I always read comments before every single video. You guys put all the new videos every single night. I review over the comments, so I'm hoping that I can get as much help from you guys as I can in this campaign. There's just so many things that are going to go on. I cannot possibly keep up with all of it. So Malaysia, there you go. Malaysia's got an interesting choice because now they can go after Thailand if they want, and they can move up towards this region. Is this Bangladesh? Yes, it is. Oh, and they're actually sieging things out here. Oh, good for Bangladesh. That's awesome. There's a few things. Oh, look at that. Punjab just got their independence from Pakistan. And another nation that's kind of gaining a little bit of power is Iran. They're doing a good job too. They now border Russia here, and they've taken over a lot of Georgian. I think they took over Georgia. They're probably going to go after Armenia soon, possibly. Are they allied to anybody? They're not. I know the Saudis were at war with Oman. I believe they did pick up a coastal province. It looks like. Yeah, they did. All right. And Africa's going to be probably the main focus. I can't wait to see what happens with Africa. There's still kind of a Central African war going on with Central Africa, of course. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Russia attempted to take over Ukraine, and that didn't happen because Ukraine got some awesome allies, and Germany came over here and they helped. And that was pretty entertaining to watch, I will say. Great Britain's grabbed a few provinces here. Actually, no, not a few, just one province from Morocco. So they might be able to do something. They might be able to do something with that. Who knows? We'll see. It looks like Morocco's going to try to get that back, though. They're probably going to try to push both Spain and Great Britain out. Is Morocco allied to anybody? They're allied to Mali. Now, if Mali actually gets open borders through Algeria, then maybe they can do something. And Algeria is going to need to possibly do something. They're my point. They're my pick. And look at that. They've got some alliances all across the board. So who knows what can happen there? They were my African pick, so we'll have to see how that goes. Let's double check on the wars. It's been quite a long time. I know that Afghanistan. Oh, actually, Afghanistan's pushing back the Uzbekistan. Mexico's still at war with. Oh, Mexico just started up their war with Cuba. The problem is that France got called in. Ooh, so maybe Mexico's going a little bit too aggressive here. They could be. Yeah, look, they picked up all of Panama. Dude, do you even have any aggressive expansion? Is aggressive expansion even part of this mod? I don't think it is, which is good because that means we're going to see some crazy blob that's going to happen. Some crazy blobs are going to go down. I don't think aggressive expansion is at all a part of this mod, which is excellent. I would love that because I want to see some blobs go down. Okay, so Mexico, you're going to be in a tough choice, in a tough spot, because France might come over here. Now, France, this is not traditional, EU4 France. This is modern-day France. And I know that France isn't as powerful as you would think. They're not like the most powerful nation in this mod, So that's not as, don't think of France as regular France in EU4. They're still good. Don't get me wrong. They're definitely still good, but they're still going to have a tough time. Wars are just breaking out all over the place. This is entertaining. Ooh, Italy and Switzerland. Let's check in on that. That's right, because Austria also declared war on Switzerland. Now, they're not allied. Those are two separate wars. The problem is that Austria's also got to face Germany. But Germany's in kind of a mess here. They've gotten themselves involved in quite a few wars. They're at war with the Czech Republic. Actually, you know what? They just peaced out, Austria. Like, just right now. Okay, they're fine now. Yep, they picked up a few provinces from Switzerland. Poor Switzerland, man. That's just messed up. It looks like Italy is going to do the final blow and probably eat them apart. I'm thinking they'll probably take these 3. Oh, there's 4 provinces left. They might only take a few. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. What is this? Oh, never mind. I thought that was a new country that popped up. No. Now, Sweden never ended up getting over towards Danish territory, so the results of that war, kind of nothing really happened there. Finland allied to Sweden. Russia, you have your alliances up yet? No alliances for Russia just yet. Let's kind of double check on these wars. Pretty much all the problems that I had with the previous EU4 campaign has been fixed by this mod. And that's why I'm so excited for this series, because, I don't think aggressive expansion isn't that important in this mod, or it's not at all involved. I don't know. Mexico should have a lot more than that, though. Or maybe they just picked up cores, or maybe, more time's gone by than I thought. I don't know. But there's a lot of wars going on, which is something that I love. And I love... Yemen. Yemen's involved in 2 different wars with Algeria and Egypt. Those are separate wars. They're not allied to each other. Mexico's got no war score, so it doesn't look like anything too crazy is going to happen. Afghanistan's still doing a good job. Norway and Denmark. Uzbekistan and Afghanistan. Wait a second. That... Afghanistan... Oh! Turkmenistan is at war with Afghanistan. Okay. Italy's dominating. Yeah, we saw that. Somalia versus Yemen. Oh, Yemen's they're in a tough spot. They're in a very, very tough spot. All right, let's go check on Yemen, because there seems to be something. Also, India didn't completely take over Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, we talked about that previously. Oh, look at that. Somalia made a landing in the Arabian Peninsula. Now, let's check in on the other wars. Now, Ethiopia is a very powerful force in Africa. I know a lot of people picked Ethiopia. The problem with Ethiopia, and I think I would have picked them myself if they would have some way to get to the Arabian Peninsula. Right now they don't, and that's an issue. They need to go after one of these nations, get a few more coastal provinces in the Red Sea, or at least the Indian Ocean here. That way, they could probably start to try to expand into, or towards Yemen or Oman, or who knows. That would be a good starting point. So yeah, Yemen's at war with Algeria and Egypt. Those are far countries away. Those are pretty far away. Chad looks like it's gaining some territory, perhaps. Yeah, it looks like they grabbed a few. Yeah, they did. They definitely did. Well, good for Chad. Brazil seems to have gotten, I think, a little bit smaller. It looks like Peru kind of grabbed a few things here. I can check in on that by, I know that if I look at the cores, then that will show me. No, they grabbed, okay, Peru grabbed something from Bolivia. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. I knew something happened there. I'm getting there. I'll be good by the end of this campaign. It's always that, Greece and Montenegro. Greece is called in Hungary, but oh my gosh, Germany getting involved in another war. Germany's already involved in a second. Jeez, Germany, you're going too crazy, man. You're going way too crazy. India going back and trying to take back Sri Lanka, trying to get back the. I know a little bit about Indian history here. Maybe trying to go after Sri Lanka. And I'm sorry. Wait a second. No. I'm just made myself look like a fool. That was India going after Sri Lanka. I thought that was Bangladesh, but they might. I imagine that India does need to gang back Bangladesh. Maybe go after Pakistan a little bit, because that's a very easy way for them to gain some more control. Oh, boom! They just ate up Sri Lanka, so they're gone. To gain some more, because it's going to be a constant fight for China. It's going to be a constant fight for India to catch up to China. And the good thing right now for India is that China's not expanding too much. They seem to be kind of quiet here, somewhat quiet. And, Pakistan, they lost a little bit. They lost, the Punjab kind of formed up, and that was pretty smart of them. Another province kind of formed up in the Middle East. Another country, I should say. I'm wondering if Kurdistan will kind of rise up. That would be interesting. I don't know, because Iraq and Syria seem to have dealt with their rebels, so everything seems to be fine. It is 2025. Lots of crazy things are going on. How's Greece doing in their war? Oh yeah, they should be fine. Even though Germany's involved, I think they should be fine. Yep, Italy kind of almost completely ate up Switzerland. Switzerland's down to 1 province. Wow, this is going to be so fun. This is such an entertaining one. France is allied to... Oh no, Belgium is allied to both France and the Netherlands. Pretty smart pick up there. And France is now allied to a lot of nations. Algeria, Austria, Poland, Belgium, Great Britain. See, and then there's other nations that only have, a few, just a handful of provinces, or a handful of nations. Iran has not decided to go after Armenia just yet. Not yet, at least. China stayed pretty quiet. Also, the Korean Peninsula, that's what I'm most shocked about. They've stayed extremely quiet. Malaysia really hasn't done much either. Still have no idea what happened with Malaysia and Indonesia, because last time we checked, I'm pretty sure Indonesia was dominating, but not anymore. Let's go ahead and double check what do we have. Now, the dominant wars, nothing dominant, too crazy is happening. Mexico is not going to win their war with Cuba, but we'll have to kind of keep an eye on if Mexico actually tends to lose some of their provinces that they picked up. They might not. Negative 19 war score isn't enough, I don't think, to lose anything, usually for the defenders. Yemen is at war with Egypt still, but, nothing really happening there. Algeria at war with Yemen, but, they're too far away. Those nations are just too far away. Sweden and Norway. Now, that's something to kind of keep an eye on, because Norway's called in Estonia and Germany. Jeez, Germany. So Germany's pretty much going to get involved in all of European affairs. Scandinavia, here we go. It's a complete mess right here. I mean, most of the AI, looks like the AI has kind of just switched spots. But you know what? Sweden is picking up some of these sieged out provinces by Norway. They're doing a good job at reclaiming some of these lands. Let's look at this visually. This is another thing I love about EU4, is that just the visuals, it's beautiful. So has Germany made a landing? It looks like they did. Yeah, Germany made a small landing, but dang, man, you have like no... You're running out of regiments. I'm sure you're running out of manpower. And that's something that I will look up. I will look at the ledger. Just not yet. Too much stuff is going on that we don't need to look at the ledger all the time. We'll look at it briefly before maybe every 3 or 4 videos and look at, like size of army size, I guess, naval size, stuff like that. But at the moment, too many fun things are going on. We'll kind of see what happens around maybe 2030. We'll check it out, or 2035, something like that. How's Great Britain doing with their alliances? Great Britain is only allied to France. Is USA still only allied to Canada? Yep. How about Russia and their alliances? So a lot of these big major powers aren't allied to anybody. A lot of these big major powers just aren't allied to anybody at all. Ooh, Pakistan. Look, is this Iran? Ooh, Iran. Iran is doing crazy stuff right now, man. That's this might be huge. This might be really, really big. This is what I said. This is one of the things that I said that I'm so glad that I mentioned in the first video. I talked about Asia. Oh, they just peaced out. They did peace out, but they looks like they only gained 1 province here. Yep, yes they did. They only gained 1 province. That could have been bigger, but still, it's a start. It's a start for this, for the Middle East to kind of become more unified. This is big. I talked about it. I said maybe China and India don't do too much, and then Iran kind of picks up and unifies the Middle East. That would be a big deal. Looks like Oman took away from the UAE. Yeah, they did. They did a little bit here. Nepal, they're not allied to anybody, but that's kind of a little bit scary, especially being so close to both China and India. Now, I don't think their mountain range is going to kind of do. It's not going to really help them out too much when you're talking about these huge powers around them. But who knows? Who knows? Is Malaysia involved in a war? Yes, they are. With Thailand, that's what we figured. Thailand and Cambodia, so you got to be careful of that. They haven't gone after Papua New Guinea, but I'm sure that'll also kind of spring up very soon. Uh-oh, who is this? Cuba's made a landing. Yeah, so Mexico's going to lose quite a bit here. Negative 54 war score. Man, Mexico, you were starting stuff too. You were totally starting stuff. Let's see here. What else do we have? Anything else that's big? Kind of. I just want to scroll over so everyone in the comment section kind of knows what's going on. Wait a second. Sudan and Syria? With Saudi Arabia. Oh, whoa. Wait, they don't actually have a border, do they? Technically, they don't. But they're allied to Jordan, so that doesn't matter. They probably have the military access. Yeah, they probably have the military access, I'm assuming. But it looks like they're not engaged in a war. Saudi Arabia is not moving any of their troops up north to take on Syria. But, Syria is pretty powerful, too, themselves. It'd be a pretty close one if they were to engage in battle. That would be pretty dang close. Iraq is allied to Iran. That's a good pickup. That's a pretty good pickup there. So now they can kind of focus in on the east. They can go just directly to the east, eventually allying, or I guess bordering both India and China. Very smart choice there. Russia and the USA, among the most powerful countries in the world, they've gotten off to a really slow start. I honestly don't think the USA is going to get involved into really any wars, too much at least, unless they go to war with Mexico. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Mexico lost all of their advancements. Cuba made them release everything. So Guatemala's back. Belize is back. Dang, El Salvador's back. I mean, Honduras was still there. Panama was getting their power back. That's a little bit interesting. We'll have to see what Panama does now. Ooh, so Cuba just came and just slapped them back. Wow, I wasn't expecting that one. The wars are starting to slow down a little bit. Montenegro still in Greece. Greece looks like they might pick up a province or two there. Maybe. Algeria is still at war with Yemen. All right, so nothing too crazy. Finally. Slow down, worlds. Too many crazy things are going on. I can't keep up. Can't keep up. Oh, Yemen's completely sieged out. Oh my goodness. Egypt actually managed to get down here. But are they going to take things from there? They can't take things, right? Wouldn't this be too... I don't know. I don't know what the mod changes exactly. They don't have a core anywhere nearby. They don't even share a sea tile at all, right? The Red Sea, technically, do they? No. Yeah, they don't share the Red Sea. I thought that maybe this southernmost province by Egypt would maybe share here. But no, I don't think so. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on Yemen. I don't think that anything is going to happen. Maybe they'll have them release something. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Ethiopia. Moving up towards South Egypt, though. And Saudi Arabia still hasn't really engaged Syria at all. Even though they're being backed up by Sudan. Nothing too crazy is going on. Oh, this is good. This is interesting. India, what is India doing? India seems like, oh my gosh, they've got 80 regiments in North India. Wow. Okay, let's double check here. Greece still hasn't peaced out yet. Malaysia's at war with no, I'm sorry. Wait a second. Is this... Wait a second. I'm getting confused here. Oh, I got confused because those are different countries. That was just a very, very minor, small difference in the spelling. That is what happened. Okay, so looks like Malaysia did pick up some Thai territory in the south. Wow. Wow. This is crazy. Are the Philippines allied to anybody? No. I figured they might be allied to the USA, but it doesn't look like they are. Is New Zealand allied to anybody? They're not. But you know, oh, New Zealand went into Fiji. I didn't realize that. All right, New Zealand. We'll have to keep an eye on that stuff. One thing that I want to check out is everybody technically Western technology? That is something to kind of keep in mind. Yeah, yes, it looks like they pretty much are. Wait a second, no. That is no, they're not. Everyone is not Western technology. Again, I'm not familiar with how that's going to impact this mod because it is present day. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So technology, I don't think is going to be as big of a difference in regular EU4 campaigns, but we'll see. We'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. That's going to be interesting. India's at war with Bhutan here, I think, and they're dominating. Oh my gosh. Yep, boom. They just got eaten up right there. Right as we looked at it, they just got eaten. All right. Greece still is not pieced out with Montenegro, even though they had 26 war score. Italy's getting some power. Ooh, whoa! France and the Netherlands. That just started up. You have Netherlands and Belgium. Oh, that's messed up, France. That is messed up. Sudan and Syria. Oh, that's... man. I wasn't expecting... Oh, but you know what? The Netherlands are doing okay. They're not doing bad at all. Okay, yes, everything seems to be... I don't know. They might be okay. We'll have to keep an eye. Where is France at? France have like no regiments. They've got 15, 27. Hey, look at that. I mean, well, they're not sieging out any forts, and that's the problem here. So, yeah, that's kind of an issue. They're just running by territory and just picking stuff up, so that's really not making much of a difference. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.